The first body was found on a Wednesday. A young woman, barely 20, her body arranged like a broken doll in the middle of an abandoned farmhouse on the outskirts of Black Hollow. Her skin was pale, untouched by decay, but her eyes had been removed, carved out with surgical precision, leaving nothing but dark, empty sockets staring into nothingness. Sheriff Daniel Grayson had seen death before, but not like this. There was something personal about it, something ritualistic. The townsfolk whispered about it in hushed voices, afraid to say too much, because this wasn't the first time. Every 10 years for the past 3 decades, someone in Black Hollow had vanished. No ransom, no signs of struggle, just gone. And now, for the first time, a body had been left behind. That night, a second body appeared. A young man, found at the edge of the forest, posed in the same unnatural way. His eyes, too, were missing, and next to him, carved into the bark of a tree, was a single word: mine. Panic spread like wildfire. People started locking their doors, pulling their children inside before dark. But the fear ran deeper than just a murderer on the loose. There were stories, old ones, stories of a man who had lived in Black Hollow over a century ago. A doctor, brilliant but twisted, obsessed with the human eye and what it could reveal about the soul. They called him the Butcher. Legend had it that he had conducted unspeakable experiments on his patients, trying to see beyond human perception. When the townspeople finally discovered what he had done, they burned his house to the ground. But they never found his body. Some said he had escaped. Others believed he had never left. Sheriff Grayson didn't believe in ghosts. He believed in killers. But as he investigated, he found something that made his blood run cold. A hidden basement beneath the ruins of the old doctor's house. Inside were photographs, hundreds of them. Victims from decades past, each missing their eyes. And among them was a new picture, a photo of him. That night, as Grayson stared at the photograph in his trembling hands, his radio crackled to life. A deputy's panicked voice came through. "Sheriff, we found another one." The connection cut out, and then, behind him, in the darkness of his office, a voice whispered, "Mine."